Hi, this is Whitney from IdeaScale. Today we're going to take a tour of the reporting dashboard and specifically the outcomes page of the reporting dashboard. In talking with many clients over the years, we've come to understand that many clients are primarily interested in collecting ideas, but also in identifying and selecting promising ideas that will make a real big impact on their organization, and then finally implementing those ideas. So our outcomes dashboard is really focused on realizing those key outcomes of selecting promising ideas and completing promising ideas in order to have a big impact on your organization. So the first plot focuses on that entirely, completed and selected ideas. So let's dig into this to see it a little bit closer. So I'm going to magnify this portion of the plot. And I would like to orient you first to the purple line, which represents selected ideas. So in this demo community, you can see that starting in May, we began selecting promising ideas for the organization. And in June, we had selected 5 ideas. But by the time July came around, we had still selected 5 ideas, but we had not implemented any ideas. So in this example, you can imagine that the organization at that point might make a change in order to build up their implementation process and set that in motion. So in this case, if that happens, you would have increased implementation as well. And you can see that the gap has closed. This is a great moment, in fact, to launch a new campaign, because it's in selecting and then following through on an idea that you show real commitment to your crowd. It's a great moment to ride that wave of engagement at that point and re-engage your crowd. They'll be enthusiastic about the results that they're seeing, and they'll be more enthusiastic about contributing new ideas. So it's in this scenario that I would say go ahead and leverage the energy that you have coming out of your community outcomes and pour that into launching a new campaign. Whereas it's in the earliest scenario where I would recommend putting some efforts into getting your implementation process in place so that you can start to see some results and some outcomes for your crowd. This plot can be filtered according to a number of parameters. You can filter the data so that they will only display data from a certain campaign, or they will only display ideas submitted by a certain group of authors, and so on and so forth. Now, in the second portion of the outcomes page, we have an idea leaderboard. Here, we can see ideas that are already implemented are labeled in green, whereas ideas that are not yet implemented are labeled in blue. Now, the key part of this table is, in fact, this portion, which shows all of the metrics in IdeaScale Community for measuring the value of an idea. We have, of course, net votes and comments. We have the assessment score and so on and so forth. But we've also added a SMART score, which is a simple combination of all of the other metrics in the IdeaScale platform. So if I were to sort these data for SMART score, I would then see the ideas that have the highest SMART score at the top. These ideas are ideas that just really performed well across the board on all metrics. But I could also see that these ideas that scored really well have not yet been implemented. So it gives me a really good sense of where I should focus if I want to start implementing promising ideas for the business. Maybe I need to take a deeper dive, a deeper look at some of these ideas, understand why they have not yet been implemented, and if they should be implemented, put the processes in motion in order to get them implemented. In fact, these ideas have not yet been implemented, and they scored even higher than some ideas that have been implemented. So I'll want to dig into that and understand better why that is. These data can also be filtered so that you can display only ideas from a certain campaign, or again, only ideas submitted by a certain group of authors, and so on and so forth. So these filters are handy in order to focus your deep dive into the data onto a certain set of data. Overall, the outcomes dashboard is really focused on helping support you in building an innovation program that really realizes full results for your business. We hope it helps. Please let us know if you have any questions.